tell you in case you don't know. Fally sold us out in Tobago, talking plain. I don't want to see him again. Don't forget not so long ago, UNC destroyed Trinbago at talking plain. Not me and them crooks again. UNC now completing the circle, and they have Fally causing trouble. Protect your space and keep them far from this place. Lord, I feel in the pain. I feel in the pain. I feel in the pain. I can't vote for them boys again. I feel in the pain. Oh yes, I feel in the pain. I feel in the pain. I can't vote TPP again. They told a dotish TPP leader, Tobago will get much more power. This is pain. They're fooling that boy again. He cannot disrespect the Cesar as he did Rowley Prime Minister at talking plain. I don't want to see them again. Hate and vengeance running the country. They licking up everybody at talking plain. Not me and them crooks again. Lord, I feel in the pain. I feel in the pain. I feel in the pain. I can't vote for them boys again. I feel in the pain. Oh yes, I feel in the pain. I feel in the pain. Not me and the TP again.
Afraid to go to bed, I'm balling. No place to rest my head. Each new day, no employment for me, so it's no pay. With a starving family, it's pressure, 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 pressure. They promised to fix this thing so we could start living with our safe surroundings, but there is no easing up if they don't fix this thing so we could start eating and stop with children from starving. We don't intend to stop it. Bacchanal, 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 all day, all night. Bacchanal, 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 until they make it right. There's pressure, too much, pressure, too much, pressure, too much, pressure. The corner where we used to have a line murder, it's killing all the time. Frustration, we hiding behind the door eviction, but the landlord declare war. Pressure, 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 pressure. They promised to fix this thing so we could start living with our safe surroundings, but there is no easing up if they don't fix this thing so we could start eating and stop with children from starving. We don't intend to stop it. Bacchanal, 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 all day, all night. Bacchanal, 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 until they make it right. There's pressure, too much, pressure, too much, pressure, too much, pressure. Salt and Moby, no taxation anymore, but the grocery, some of them have their own law. Gasoline, you bring it down by $1. What that mean when I can't buy a motor car? Pressure, 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 pressure. They promised to fix this thing so we could start living with our safe surroundings, but there is no easing up if they don't fix this thing so we could start eating and stop with children from starving. We don't intend to stop it. Bacchanal, 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 all day. but there is no easing up if they don't fix this thing. So we could start eating and stop with children from starving. We don't intend to stop it. Bacchanal, 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 all day, all night. Bacchanal, 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 until they make it right. There's pressure, too much pressure, too much pressure, too much pressure. I'm crying, crying, crying.
Tobago, we coming. Tobago, we coming. This is Tobago time. People of integrity, people of Tobago. Hostile forces plotting against you, this you don't know. On behalf of your country, your family, all your sons and daughters, rally around over London, the bridge over troubled waters. We coming, we coming, we coming, we coming, we coming. Tobago, a strong statement make them understand. Them not go fool to Begonian. No, no. The situation, man, it gets so sad. Tobago, save yourself and Trinidad. Oh. Tobago! We coming, we coming, we coming, we coming, we coming! Watch we! Watch we! Tobago! 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 We coming, we coming, we coming, we coming, we coming! Over London, a man of foresight, a man of vision. Realize Tobago young people can't even buy their own land. Home ownership assistance saving program, the master plan to help the youth of Tobago to own a piece of their own land. That is man. We coming, we coming, we coming, we coming. Jack up the man with the broad mouth who build mansion a foot, sell we out. Oh, oh. All who take blood money for betray, Tobago have your say election day. Oh. We coming, we coming, we coming, we coming, we coming. Meet the protectors, Ansel Dennis, Sheldon Cunningham, Huey Cadet, Handel Beckles, Jomo Pitt, Joel Jack, Tracy Davidson Celestine, Hayden Spencer, Godwin Adams, Claudia Groom, Duke, Hilton Sandy, and all in London. Tobago need a new constitution. So he take input from everybody all over the island. Constitution of the people, for the people, by the people too. Piss and Tail, Ann and Ram Logan, what tell to be going on? What for do? We coming, fast and we coming, we coming, we coming. This is PNM generation next. We go beat them with we X. Oh, oh. In Tobago, give them no chance. We go in London, Ashford, go to France. Oh. Your bomb is nothing. We coming, 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 we coming. Watch we, watch we, Tobago, Tobago, Tobago. London, a man of foresight, a man of vision. Realize Tobago young people can't even buy their own land. Home ownership assistance saving program, the master plan to help the youth of Tobago to own a piece of their own land. That is man. We coming, we coming, we coming, we coming. Jack up the man with the broad mouth who build mansion a foot, sell we out. Oh, oh. All who take blood money for betray, Tobago have your say election day. Oh, oh. We coming, 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 we coming,
Hear them.
coming, we coming, we coming,
Hear them.
coming, we coming, we coming, coming, we coming, we coming, coming, we coming, we coming,
Hear them.
coming, we coming, we coming,
Hear them.
coming, we 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 coming.
Vote for the Balizé.
You dig?
For the Balizé. Move them out the way. This election coming, Tobago take warning. This election coming is a serious thing. Bali and Sessa going to make us suffer. Tobago and TNM, we have a surprise for them. You can't trust Bali, leader of TDP. You can't trust Fedi, she cuss everybody. You can't trust Zorisha, she just a poser. If we have to deal with them, vote for the PNM. Who you voting for? Who you voting for? Who you voting for? Not Fali and them. Who you voting for? Who you voting for? Who you voting for? Not Trevor and them. Who you voting for? Who you voting for? Who you voting for? Keep that out the way. Some party financiers think they have the answers by flashing big money, thinking they could buy we. They will do anything, even vote a party. We will not surrender. Tobago in danger. Can't trust Fali, he and UNC. You can't trust Fedi, she cuss everybody. You can't trust Zorisha, she just a poser. If we have to deal with them, vote for the PNM. Who you voting for? Who you voting for? Who you voting for? Not Pollard and them. Who you voting for? Who you voting for? Who you voting for? Not Fountain and them. Who you voting for? Who you voting for? Who you voting for? Move them out the way. A party with trouble, that leaves us in danger. With someone like Whitey, tells you how they nasty. Now they found young Keegan, trust is now in question. He will pay a price, betrayal not nice. You can't trust Fali, leader of TDP. You can't trust Fedi, she cuss everybody. You can't trust Zorisha, she just a poser. If we have to deal with them, vote for the PNM. Who you voting for? Who you voting for? Who you voting for? Not Fali and them. Who you voting for? Who you voting for? Who you voting for? Not Trevor and them. Who you voting for?
You dig?
Who
Hear
you
them.
voting for?
Hear them.
Who you voting for?
Hear them.
Move them out the way. Tobago in crisis by this bunch of bandits. Don't know who to trust. Fali is dangerous. Ashwood and Sessa. Now Fali the liar. Tobago beware. Danger is out there. You can't trust Fali, he mash up PDP. You can't trust Fedi, she cuss everybody. You can't trust Zorisha, she just a poser. If we have to deal with them, vote for the PNM. Who you voting for? Who you voting for? Who you voting for? Not Pollard and them. Who you voting for? Who you voting for? Who you voting for? Not Fountain and them. Who you voting for? Who you voting for? Who you voting for? Move them out the way. Who you voting for? Who
hear them.
Who you voting for? Not Fally and them. Who you voting for? Who you voting for? Who you voting for? Vote for the Balizé. Vote for the Balizé. Vote for the Balizé. Move them out the way. Vote for the Balizé. Vote for the Balizé. Vote for the Balizé. Move them out the way. This election coming, Tobago take warning. This election coming is a serious thing. Fally and the Sessa going to make us suffer. Tobago and TNM, we have a surprise for them. You can't trust Fally, leader of TDP. You can't trust Fedi, she cuss everybody. You can't trust Zorisha, she just a poser. If we have to deal with them, vote for the TNM. Who you voting for? Who you voting for? Who you voting for? Not Fally and them. Who you voting for? Who you voting for? Who you voting for? Not Trevor and them. Who you voting for? Who you voting for? Who you voting for? Keep them out the way. Some party financiers think they have the answers by flashing big money, thinking they could buy we. They will do anything, even voter party. We will not surrender. Tobago in danger. Can't trust Fally, he and UNC. You can't trust Fedi, she cuss everybody. You can't trust Zorisha, she just a poser. If we have to deal with them, vote for the PNM. Who you voting for? Who you voting for? Who you voting for? Not Pollard and them. Who you voting for? Who you voting for? Who you voting for?
Election bell ring. We voting for PNM, it's the best.
You dig?
Ring, ting, ting. Election bell ring. We voting for PNM, it's the best thing. We're not going back to no DAC. We reach too far to turn back. We're not voting for no COP. They came out of the UNC. Ring, ting, ting. Election bell ring. We voting for PNM, it's the best thing. Ring, ting, ting. Election bell ring. We voting for PNM, it's the best thing. High five and low five attacking we. We could withstand the artillery. Ring, ting, ting. Election bell ring. We voting for PNM, it's the best thing. Ring, ting, ting. Election bell ring. We voting for PNM, it's the best thing. We're not going back with no DAC. We reach too far to turn back. We're not voting for no COP. They came out of the UNC. Ring, ting, ting. Election bell ring. We voting for PNM, it's the best thing. Ring, ting, ting. Election bell ring. We voting for PNM, it's the best thing. Recycle politician throughout this land, trying to form accommodation. Ring, ting, ting. Election bell ring. We voting for PNM, it's the best thing. Ring, ting, ting. Election bell ring. We voting for PNM, it's the best thing. We're not going back to no DAC. We reach too far to turn back. We're not voting for no COP. They came out of the UNC. Ring, ting, ting. Election bell ring. We voting for PNM, it's the best thing. Ring, ting, ting. Election bell ring. We voting for PNM, it's the best thing. The country getting better day by day. We don't care what some people say. Ring, ting, ting. Election bell ring. We voting for PNM, it's the best thing. Ring, ting,
it's the best thing.
We're not going back to no that. We reach too far to turn back.
Right on,
We're not voting for no COP. They came out of the UNC.
Ring, ting, ting, election bell ring.
We voting for PNM,
It's the best thing. Ring, ting, ting, election bell ring.
we voting for PNM,
It's the best thing.
beat them in the east, north, south and west. The whole world know PNM is the best.
Ring, ting, ting, election bell ring.
We voting for PNM,
It's the best thing. Ring, ting, ting, election bell ring.
we voting for PNM,
It's the best thing.
we're not going back to no that. We reach too far to turn back. We're not voting for no COP. They came out of the UNC.
We love you so we take good care of you. Only the PNM understands. We love you so we take good care of you. Only the PNM has a plan. In service to the people, stable and strong. One leader, one party, you can depend on. PNM has a vision, PNM has a plan. We take good care of you, PNM understands. We love you so we take good care of you. Only the PNM understands. We love you so we take good care of you. Only the PNM has a plan. TT card for groceries, medicine for free, houses to live in, gas subsidy, free education, ABC to PhD, hot meals in schools, your child eats free. We love you so we take good care of you. Only the PNM understands.
You dig?
We love you so we take good care of you. Only the PNM has a plan. PNM's got the love, love, love. PNM understands. PNM's got the love, 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 love. PNM has a plan.
Hey, Mr. Duke. This is backyard talk. Enough is enough. Reading. Yeah. Mr. Duke, tell me what's going on. You feel this election is joke and fun. It takes over mind to run 𝐂𝐄. You want to come and treat it like PSA. Hey. So listen to this, Mr. Duke. 𝐂𝐄 is not the PSA. And try to put yourself on mute. 𝐂𝐄 is not the PSA. 6 million missing from PSA. 𝐂𝐄 is not the PSA. Give a count and nothing you could say. 𝐂𝐄 is not the PSA. So we not voting for PDP. No, we not voting for PDP. Tell Watson, Duke and Fally. 𝐂𝐄 is not the PSA. Tobago people not done see. 𝐂𝐄 is not the PSA. We voting PNM. We voting for Celestine. We voting PNM. We voting for Celestine. Real thing. Hey. Look at the PSA employees. Still working 2013 salaries. He take $500,000 and he resign. Spend the money and then say he changed his mind. Discipline, respect and statesmanship. 𝐂𝐄 is not the PSA. I know for sure you don't have it. 𝐂𝐄 is not the PSA. Tobago people getting harassed. 𝐂𝐄 is not the PSA. To support someone on rape charge. 𝐂𝐄 is not the PSA. So we not voting for PDP. No, we not voting for PDP. You trust Watson, Duke and Fally. 𝐂𝐄 is not the PSA. Want to take your vote to the UNC. 𝐂𝐄 is not the PSA. We voting PNM. We voting for Celestine. We voting.
Hear them. You dig? You dig?
It's any time now. Join John. Ready? We wake up really early election morning. Why the people call on Shani now? Election day, tell me who be voting. It's Shani John. So when there is police station, red up your fingers. Alright, look who we voting. Just put the X by Shani John right now. Reach police station, red up your fingers. Look who we voting. Just put the X by Shani John right now. Wait, she's a smart woman to lead us at this time now. Things may be hard, but Shani is inside now. Bring out the family, friends, and your loved ones. Vote for the right choice. Listen, let these people know Shani smart and ready. People, come on, we don't know. Rest of them don't have belly. When you say Shani step inside, anyway, I don't know if you're mad or crazy. Make way because Shani got the lioness. Who beating the lions? Then when Shani just step up, rocks my aga will know now. Everybody, lean to the polling station. Vote, we vote for Shani John. Lioness, who beating the lions? Then when Shani just step up, rocks my aga will know now. Everybody, lean to the polling station. Vote, we voted for Shani John. Hey, she always have a good choice. As she reach up inside this party, she went on the grounds, my friend. The grounds, make sure people in check. She even went start to finish and clean up the 100 steps. Put up a rock, put up a flag. If you know Shani is the way out, your friend, go tell your friend. Put up a rock, put up your flag. If you know Shani is the way out, your friend, vote with your friend. Who I got the lioness? Who beating the lions? Then when Shani just step up, rock my aga will know now. Everybody, lean to the polling station. Vote, we voted for Shani John. Lioness, who beating the lions? Then when Shani just step up, looks for aga will know now. Everybody, lean to the polling station. Vote, we voted for Shani John. It's Shani time now. Join John. Ready? We wake up really early election morning.
Hear them. Hear them.
the faith through every fight. Now the vision shining light. Hospitals standing proud and tall. Community centers for one and all. From fishing bays to farmers' hands, we gave new hope across the land. We're moving forward, not looking back. A new direction, right on track. A vibrant leader, bold and wise. With Ansel Dennis, watch us rise. A brand new team with heart and might to lead Tobago to the light. Stronger together, hand in hand, we're building on this sacred land. Put Tobago first again. Let progress start again. From Roxborough to Scarborough, we're building back our tomorrow. From Belgarden to Bonaccord, hope restored in one accord. A new mandate, a stronger hand, putting Tobago first again. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Putting Tobago first again. Putting Tobago first again. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, oh, oh. Put it your future, clean green plan. Opportunities for every man. Investing in youth, in sporting dreams. We're powering up our island teams. Agriculture, trade and pride. With unity standing side by side. From coast to coast, let freedom ring. It's PNM that Tobago brings. We stand united, red and proud. PNM voices strong and loud. For every child, for every friend. This journey's just about to begin. So hand in hand across the plain, putting Tobago first again. Putting Tobago, put Tobago first again. Let progress start again. From Roxborough to Scarborough, we're building back our tomorrow. From Belgarden to Bonaccord, hope restored in one accord. A new mandate, a stronger hand, putting Tobago first again. Putting Tobago first again.
Vote for the balisé, vote for the balisé, vote for the balisé, move them out the way. Vote for the balisé, vote for the balisé, vote for the balisé, move them out the way. This election coming, Tobago take one. This election. We have to deal with them. Vote for the PNM. Who you voting for? Who you voting for? Who you voting for? Not Farley and them. Who you voting for? Who you voting for? Who you voting for? Not Trevor and them. Who you voting for? Who you voting for? Who you voting for? Keep them out the way. Some parties in answers think they have the answers by flashing big money, thinking they could buy we. They will do anything, even vote a party. We will not surrender. Tobago in danger. Can't trust Farley, he and UNC. You can't trust Fedi, she cuss everybody. You can't trust Zorisha, she just a poser. If we have to deal with them, vote for the PNM. Who you voting for? Who you voting for? Who you voting for? Not Collard and them. Who you voting for? Who you voting for? Who you voting for? Not Fountain and them. Who you voting for? Who you voting for? Who you voting for? Move them out the way. A party with Trevor that leaves us in danger. With someone like Whitey, tells you how they nasty. Now the from young Keegan, trust is now in question. He will pay a price. Betrayal not nice. You can't trust Farley, leader of TDP. You can't trust Fedi, she cuss every everybody. You can't trust Zorisha, she is just a poser. If we have to deal with them, vote for the PNM. Who you voting for? PNM. Who you voting for? PNM. Who you voting for? PNM. Not Fally and them. Who you voting for? PNM. Who you voting for? PNM. Who you voting for? PNM. Not Trevor and them. Who you voting for? Alize. Who you voting for? Alize. Who you voting for? Alize. Move them out the way. Crisis by this bunch of bandits. Don't know who to trust. Fally is dangerous. Ashworth and Sasa. Now Fally the liar. Tobago beware. Danger is out there. You can't trust Fally. He mash up PDP. You can't trust Fady. She cuss everybody. You can't trust Zorisha. She is just a poser. If we have to deal with them, vote for the PNM. Who you voting for? PNM. Who you voting for? PNM. Who you voting for? PNM. Not Pollard and them. Who you voting for? PNM. Who you voting for? PNM. Who you voting for? PNM. Not Fantin and them. Who you voting for? Alize. Who you voting for? Alize. Who you voting for? Alize. Move them up the way. Who you voting for? PNM. Who you voting for? PNM. Who you voting for? PNM. Not Fally and them. Who you voting for? PNM. Who you voting for? PNM. Who you voting for? PNM. Not Trevor and them. Who you voting for? Alize. Who you voting?
You dig? PNM. PNM.
I'm crying, afraid to go to bed. I'm bawling, no place to rest my head. Each new day, no employment for me, so it's no pay. With a starving family, it's pressure, 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 pressure. They promised to fix this thing so we could start living with our safe surrounding. But there is no easing up if they don't fix this thing so we could start eating and stop the children from starving. We don't intend to stop it. Bacchanal, 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 all day, all night. Bacchanal, 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 until they make it right. There's pressure, too much, pressure, too much, pressure, too much, pressure. The corner where we used to have a line, murder is killing all the time. Frustration, we hiding behind the door. Eviction, but the landlord declare war. Pressure, 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 pressure. They promised to fix this thing so we could start living with our safe surrounding. But there is no easing up if they don't fix this thing so we could start eating and stop the children from starving. We don't intend to stop it. Bacchanal, 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 all day, all night. Bacchanal,
You respect that?
bacchanal, bacchanal, until they make it right. There's pressure, too much, pressure, too much, pressure, too much, pressure.
Rocks, bro.
rocks from me say. I'm not hearing all you tonight. I rocks from me say.
P&M.
We out and back tonight.
You dig?
We ready? We ready? Who say ready? Who say P&M? Well, turn and tell somebody, come in, man. We're asking everyone to come into the courtyard as we are about to begin this evening's meeting. Permit me to invite Miss Blackman to come to open us with a word of prayer.
Good night, Roxborough. Let us pray. Please close all eyes and bow all heads. Almighty and most everlasting Father, we thank you most of all for life. God, we lift up this evening's meeting before you. God, we lift up all 15 candidates. We ask, oh God, that you will send your armor around them, oh God, and shield them and cover them. We declare that no weapon that form against them shall prosper. And this evening, oh God, as we continue to chart the course to put Tobago first, we ask, oh God, for your intervention. We ask for your divine orchestration. We ask, oh God, this evening, and we declare, oh God, as we go through the length and breadth of Tobago, that our people of Tobago will adhere and heed to the call of rescuing Tobago. And we claim victory on January 12th in no other name but in Jesus' name. Amen.
Join me as we remain standing to observe our nation's national anthem. DJ, run the tune again for me. All our flag bearers, I want to see them P&M flags.
I'm crying.
I want to see them P&M flags tonight. Let me start this thing right.
Each new day, no
I want all the flag bearers to the front.
with a starving family. Pressure,
Pressure.
pressure, pressure. They promised to fix this thing so we could start living with a safe.
All our flag bearers, I want you in the front.
If they don't fix this thing so we could start
Bring them flags up.
From starving, we don't intend to stop it. Bacchanal, bacchanal, bacchanal,
Oh,
all day, all night. Bacchanal, 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 until they make it right. There's pressure, pressure, pressure,
too much pressure.
pressure. The corner,
I say it's too much pressure. We need a relief.
Frustration. We hiding behind the door eviction.
Yeah,
But the landlord declare war. Pressure,
it's too much.
pressure, pressure. They promised to
Mr. DJ, pull it up.
so we could start living with a safe surrounding, but there is no easing up.
Roxborough, good evening. Argyle, good evening. Betsy Soap, good evening. Louis Dog, good evening. Delaford, good evening. We in the courtyard tonight. And we ready. And we ready. We not taking prisoners tonight because we spreading a message from the east to the west across north side that we ready to put Tobago first again.
You respect that?
So this evening, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be no different. We're going to be coming fast and furious. Somebody say revolution. Somebody say revolution. Because tonight, Roxborough known for riot. Tonight we're going to start a riot. But riot normally bring chaos. But this riot going and start to bring order to Tobago. Somebody say order. We're not making joke tonight, and as we kick it off this evening, join with me. I want us to welcome the standard bearer for Palatovial and Sumi Space Side. A man known to each and every one of you. The man who is going to free that electoral district from lack of representation. Mr. Maxwell Robert.
We took the test, now we're coming back with our very best. We built the schools, the roads, the ground. In every village, progress found. We learned, we grew, we took a stand. Now we're moving with a brand new plan. Put Tobago first again. Let progress start again. From Roxborough to Scarborough, we're building back our tomorrow. From Belgarden to Bonaccord, hope restored in one accord. A new mandate has and putting Tobago first again.
Roxborough! Roxborough! We're red and we're ready, we're looking good. Let me show them that we're red and we're ready. Permit me to recognize our political leader and our next chief secretary as he is on his way, Brother Ansel K. Dennis. Permit me to also recognize, I'm sure the chairman is here within this crowd, the chairman of the Tobago Council, Brother Larry Paul. Tonight I want to say a special good evening to our standard bearer for this illustrious electoral district of Roxborough Argyle, the champion who will dethrone Mr. Duke, Miss Shawne John. The Master of Ceremony, Mr. Maryland David. Good evening. Our colleague and the PRO of the Tobago Council, Brother Lawrence Hislop, and to you, the beautiful people of Roxborough Argyle and the environment, I say good evening. Allow me to start in my usual style as I consult scripture, because there is always a scripture that is relevant for the specific moment. This time, I want to go to the book of Genesis, chapter 25, verse 29 to 34, and listen with me carefully. Once, when Jacob was cooking stew, Esau came in from the field, and he was exhausted. And Esau said to Jacob, "Let me eat some of that red stew, for I am exhausted." Jacob said, "Sell me your birthright now." Esau said, "I'm about to die. What use is a birthright to me?" Jacob said, "Swear to me now." So he swore to him and sold his birthright to Jacob. Then Jacob gave Esau bread
and lentil stew, and he ate and drank and rose and went away, thus despising his birthright. Brothers and sisters, I read that scripture because I have a question to ask. I want to ask Roxborough Argyle a question this evening. Where or who is your area representative, and when was the last time you had good representation in Roxborough Argyle? Because apparently, I have a question. Has Watson sold his birthright? Has the king of Roxborough, the alleged king, sold his birthright? Has Farley sold his birthright to his friends and financiers in South Trinidad? And has David Thomas sold his birthright to the UNC for his voice? Because all of a sudden, Roxborough Argyle is voiceless. Roxborough Argyle is voiceless. The once vibrant Roxborough Argyle, where is your voice? Have your leaders sold their birthright? You see, this sellout thing ain't happening now. This is since in Genesis time. And I have to ask the question again. Has our leaders sold their birthright? If we are honest with ourselves, we would all agree that the last time Roxborough Argyle had good representation, real representation, was under the stewardship of Mr. Hilton Working Sandy and Mrs. Ayana Webster Roy. Though she was the MP for the entire East, she represented as though she was the area representative for Roxborough Argyle because Watson Duke was absent. Even when he won, we lost. And it is time that we put someone who we can depend on, someone who is dependable. Put a young lady who will stand up and speak on your behalf, who will represent you, who will voice your concerns and your opinion. Put Shawne Working John in charge. Do not allow your inherent hate for a symbol to deny you proper representation. We are all Tobagonians. Do not allow your inherited hate for this organization to prevent you from accepting and getting true representation. Put Shawne Working John in charge and let her work. Let her work on all of us' behalf. So, I can't be on this stage and not ask a simple question. I hear a man busting up his mouth talking about a Lamy Road project in agriculture. So I can't stand here and not mention agriculture. It would be remiss of me to not speak on agriculture. I want to ask you all a question, Roxborough Argyle. The Lamy Road project, $28 million spent. Halfway finished, they just completed it. Has the lives and the livelihoods of the people of Roxborough Argyle benefited when $28 million was spent within your community? Did that money reach to you? Ask yourself an honest question. Have you benefited from $28 million being spirited away and you have the unmitigated gall to come and talk about projects that we gave to our very own? You sent all that money down south. Another project, that Lamy Road Agri-Development, Farmland Development Project, another $20 million plus was spent on that project. Start date was August 2023. Completion date was set for November 2024. I took the liberty of driving through that project this morning. I drove through a few weeks ago. It was stalled, nothing happening. I drove through this morning, they just started back that project, and a man stood on stage and boasting about an incomplete project. Under the People's National Movement, we don't start something and can't finish. Under the People's National Movement, when you put good representation back into office, we, through our farmland development program project, will ensure that that farmland project is developed and delivered to the people of Roxborough, Argyle. The people of Lamy must benefit from that project. And I see they put in some huts. Huts is a good term to use. Some concrete, that's a smoke fish. What are you giving the people that to do? Is a tool shed? Under the People's National Movement, we will bring real development and real agriculture projects. We will distribute no less than 2 acres to the people of Lamy Road, Roxborough, Argyle, so that we can do serious farming. And you ain't getting no hut for your tools. You'll get a farmstead house to start. Because if anyone knows and understands agriculture, with the rate that perennial larceny is happening, you have to live on your farm. So we will ensure that you receive a grant of $100,000 to start you off, your 2 acres of land to start you off, a farmhouse to start you off, and that is what true agriculture development looks like. Not starting a project and can't finish, not coming and boasting about things you can't do, right? And I want to say specifically to the people of Roxborough, Argyle, we are bringing to you a candidate who is approachable, a candidate who is affable, a candidate who you can come to any day and any night. They are offering to us a candidate who all of us here know he don't like nobody. We all in this district know it is hard for him to have a conversation with you because he don't like you. So we are getting a representative who is affable, who will work with you, who will work on your behalf and allow youth to thrive. Give the young people a chance to move forward. Give them the opportunity to represent you and represent you well. And I must say, I want to commend our political leader, a man of vision, a man of foresight, a man who stuck it out when no one was willing to put their hands to the wheel, a man who picked a team of 15 excellent candidates and has trained and worked with them to move forward. And I must commend him for that. So all of you who want to throw your hand up now, sit down and wait your turn. When no one else put their hands up, he did. And give him that respect. So Roxborough, Argyle, I'm not going to be long tonight, but I must ask another question. How could you be satisfied with the spend of $13 billion? 4 years, 1 month and 6 days later, and our life has not improved in any significant way. That is unacceptable. They must account to you. They must account to you, because that money belongs to you and your development. So, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, as I wrap up this, the only way to fix, to change, to move Tobago forward is to get rid of the style of government that is known as a kakistocratic kleptocracy government. Kakistocratic kleptocracy kind of government. I want you all to look that up. Kakistocracy is a style of government where governance is led by the very worst amongst us. And kleptocracy is a style of government who is led by thieves. And the only way to change that, brothers and sisters, is to get up early. Very early. I want Roxborough, Argyle in particular, to get up early on the morning of January the 12th. Go to the polls and ensure that you sink your X for Shawnee Working John. Go to the polls in Speyside, Shireville, and ensure you sink your X for Maxton Roberts. Go to the polls early on January the 12th and sink your ex in Belgan for Carl McEwen. Go to the polls early and sink your ex for every single one of the 15 candidates who the PNM has brought to you. Candidates of quality, candidates of class, candidates with integrity. Ensure that we cut this anchor and set Tobago free. The anchor is holding us back. The anchor is holding us down. It is time that we set Tobago free. Keep Mama Guy in us. And no more are we going to take Mama Guy. So brothers and sisters, only then, not until only when you go to the polls and do your due diligence, then we can shout that great is our God. Great is the children of God. Great is the people's national movement, and we have prevailed.
And with them hype and a chat with them say, and I fly around the world and I play every day. But now them a come and a talk about autonomy. Them done destroy the assembly, where them a bring to the table. If I talk alone, we not able. Every day I go wrong, I tell fable. Them a dead horse in a race, they not able. Where them a bring to the table. A 5 years dance to them a stable.
Rocks, bro.
Nothing a race is a take over.
DJ, pull it up.
Go anchored in a cycle game over.
Pull it up, DJ.
December 6 people in vote with a venue.
Pull it up, DJ.
Them a sign a death sentence. Put.
You see, this thing serious. I want the director to accuse him just now to pull up something for us. You see, we need clear leadership. If you're talking, talk. If you're remaining quiet, remain quiet. Mr. Director, pull up this image from here. But right now, we have a man that's quiet all the time. Everything the Prime Minister say, he have nothing to say about it. Look at what it is he jump out against. He telling Trinidad bloggers to stay out of Tobago business. This man is a spineless wimp. We have no backbone. What you attacking bloggers? There is every possible tax that they could put on we back. The cargo boat going Monday, we have no replacement yet. Yet still, you talking about people on Facebook, spineless. And that is what representing leadership in the Tobago House of Assembly. But you know what going on up on January 12th? He days numbered. You know what has happened when you ain't performing a work? Somebody say fired. On January 12th he will be fired. On January 12th he will be fired. And according to Big Dog, what we telling them? Ride out.
Ride up.
Leave Tobago East alone.
Ride up.
So we continue in this evening, ladies and gentlemen. As we continue with our speakers, we provide real information. We provide the facts. And we always have receipts. There is nothing you will hear on this platform that is propaganda and small talk. Because we don't like bacchanal. We like order. Somebody say order. And it's time that Tobago receive some order. So join with me as I welcome to the podium former Senator Lawrence Islam.
This election coming, Tobago take one. This election coming is a serious thing. Bali and Sasa going to make us suffer. Tobago and PNM, we have a surprise for them. You can't just Bali, leader of TDP. You can't just Fedi, she cuss everybody. You can't just Zorisha, she just a poser. If we have to deal with them, vote for the PNM.
PNM people, good evening. PNM people, good evening.
Roxborough people, good evening. You know, they tell me that I behave bad in Miss Null. So I want to calm down a little bit. Oh, God.
You dig?
Let me begin by acknowledging the only person for Chief Secretary that makes sense in the race. They say it's not a Chief Secretary contest. Well, that is true, because the only person who could really make sense as Chief Secretary is the political leader of the Tobago Council, Brother Ansel Dennis. Make some noise. All executive members of the Tobago Council, we appreciate your hard work, especially in this time. I want to acknowledge the former MP for Tobago East, Mrs. Ayanna Webster Roy. A woman who got into politics with her integrity and left with her integrity. Roxborough people, you ought to make some noise for that. You know, I listened to Maxlon, and I told Maxlon he was a little sober tonight. But because he was talking sober business, and I want to make some noise, wanted to make some noise for the next area representative for Palativale Lansome Space Side, Brother Maxlon Robert. But I want to recognize the youngest candidate in the Tobago House of Assembly election. And as the Jamaicans will say, she little but she talawa. Make some noise for Shode.
Join.
You know, I want to touch on a couple things tonight, in the time that I have. There's some very important issues that are taking place right now within Trinidad and Tobago. And I also want to remind Roxborough people why this election is so important. But before I get to that, I hear a couple nights ago, the Chief Secretary got up on our platform reading out a letter that he got from the Minister of Works and Infrastructure concerning a replacement ferry. And whilst we accept the fact that the owners of the Cabo Star have decided to move out of Trinidad and Tobago, I want to ask the question, if you knew that was happening, why you didn't put proper things in place? Now they get up on the high horse and they say, we have a vessel coming. I want to ask not only the government of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, but I want to ask the second government that is in cohorts with the central government, have you asked the pertinent questions about the ferry system? Because you see, NIDCO gets up on a high horse and NIDCO says, Cabo Star is leaving on the 12th, and we have a replacement vessel coming. When is the 12th, brothers and sisters? Monday. Because we have an important thing happening on Monday, which is election. But I want to tell you that when the Cabo Star leaves on the 12th, the replacement ferry that's supposed to replace the Cabo Star will now be docking after 4 p.m. in a port in Spain. Not Port of Spain, no. A port in the country of Spain. So I don't know if both the minister and the chief secretary got tied up with which port of Spain they're talking about. But according to a vessel tracking system, the vessel left Malta last night and is en route to stop off in Spain after 4 o'clock on Monday. And when we do a little investigation, it is said that a vessel like that, even at its top speed, will take about 14 to 20 days to get to Port of Spain. And so within that period, brothers and sisters, and it's not that it's slow, you know, because it's actually a bigger vessel than the Cabo Star, maybe faster. And we're thankful for it because Tobago is always in need of a proper cargo vessel. But when you say to Tobagonians that the one that we have is leaving on the 12th, but the replacement coming must be at the end of the month, then what's supposed to happen between the 12th and month end? And you want to tell us that the TNT Spirit, thank you PNM, and the APT James, thank you PNM, and the Bucharest, thank you PNM, and the Galleon's Passage, thank you PNM. You want to say that they're going to take up the slack. Well, that is why we had proper government in office for 9 years. Because it is times like these you recognize how important decisions that are made at the government level are to you and I. Because if we didn't have the APT James, thank you PNM. If we didn't have the Bucharest, thank you Dr. Rowley. If we didn't have the Galleon's Passage, thank you Dr. Rowley and the MP for Tobago East and the MP, the former MP and MP for Tobago West. If you didn't have them, where would we have been in this situation? I like that. I still the MP. Because the two that day, all right. And you see, even when the vessel gets here, the vessel will take a couple of days to go through its regulatory checks before it could be put into service. And so we don't expect a cargo service between Trinidad and Tobago until the end of the month. And all we're asking, go ahead, and all we're saying is be upfront and honest with the people of the country. But you see, that's what happens when you have a populist government. They just want to do everything to make people laugh. Oh, Lord. But you see, brothers and sisters, this speaks to a bigger issue. Because you see, a couple nights ago, all of a sudden, they're about attacking black Tobago businessmen. And I want to know since when there's a problem for you to want to aspire to be a businessman. And my take, brothers and sisters, is that we should be proud of the Warners. We should be proud of Kai Engineering, because I understand that tonight the intention of Trevor James is to attack another black businessman. Parks International. But born and bred Tobagonian. You're attacking them. Why? Because the question we have to always ask ourselves, brothers and sisters, is what benefit is giving contracts to contractors outside of Tobago? What benefit is it to the ordinary Tobagonian? None. Because you know who one of us hire? Tobagonians. You know who Parks does hire? Tobagonians. And that is the reality we're facing. We have contractors now saying, Trinidad contractors, we go build a patent for you to keep you quiet. And then on top of that, they are now registering offices in Tobago to make it appear as if they're Tobago-based contractor. I know where Stockholm come from. And I'm sure every single Tobagonian know where Stockholm come from. We know where the Warners come from. They come from right in Moriah. We know where Parks come from. We know where Kish come from. We know, but you see, we don't like we self. And so sometimes we could be very jealous-minded when a fellow Tobagonian starts to elevate, and instead of we applaud one another, we keep pulling down each other. And then when the former Prime Minister make a statement, well, everybody jump on the bandwagon. But the reality is, brothers and sisters, that is exactly how we just behave. You all ain't gonna make me no memes, so me ain't saying it. But the other thing I want to touch on very quickly, you see these traffic fines. You see these traffic fines that Tomo and Nazi have agreed to? I remember, was it last year, when them fellas in white shirts come up the road, them boys make things down in the junction to say they walk in Simidibi unlicensed officers, and listen to the chief secretary have the biggest mouth about what is happening with traffic fines. But now he's silent. He is silent. Listen to me, and I'll tell you something. I have to ask the question. Why is it that when the year turn around, the police and the licensed officers are them bad in Trinidad, but everybody play nice in Tobago? Monday's election, you know. And I'm telling you, on the 13th of January, somebody could end up with a $19,000 ticket. Because if the coconut vendor in Trinidad could get $19,000 worth of traffic tickets, look to the person next to you. In reality, it could be you on Tuesday. It could be me. It could be me. No, I am not promoting lawlessness. Not doing it. But when, and I don't know if the director had the video, I played the video in Women, I want to play it again. I don't know if people remembered when Kamala Persad-Bissessar was campaigning to be Prime Minister. She said they're going to remove every single draconian traffic fine in the books. But what she do? Double it. You have it there?
Taking away people's means to feed their families. Who will feed their families when they cannot earn a living? In addition, traffic fines are too high. UNC government will reduce traffic fines across the board and implement state-sponsored driver education programs instead.
Stop it for me.
What is publicly
hold
presented
on.
as a mission for public safety?
The now Prime Minister says, when she was opposition leader vying for the office of Prime Minister, that traffic fines are too high. Well, they'll say birds of a feather. Let's flock together. So if we brand the Lion King in Tobago, well, the king must have a queen. The king must have a queen, brothers and sisters.
You did.
Because if you could lie to the people like that, and then the minister get up yesterday and talk some foolishness, but they didn't have a true picture of where the country was in terms of lawlessness, but the first thing they did was remove the demerit point system. And that was a means of culture change. Because the reality is that sometimes as drivers, we can be a little lawless. And that is what we're dealing with. But brothers and sisters, I want you to make sure that your business is in order. You know. I remember in Bagatelle, I made a point about the increase. Mr. DJ, again, something coming through on the monitor here. I remember making a point about the increase for your DP. And I see one of the trolls and them jump out and I comment and say, if the DP cost gone up yet, well, it did. It did. Because when you are custom paying, what, $500 to renew a permit, where it gone now? Over $1,000. And that's the reality we're dealing with. If you miss renewing your permit at the time it's supposed to be renewed, they add a fine onto it. Because the former opposition leader, now Prime Minister, says that if you are trying to tax your country into wealth, it's like standing in a bucket and trying to lift yourself up. Well, that is exactly what she, Farley, Tomo, Notsi, and Tanku doing to Trinidad and Tobago. And the final thing I want to touch on, brothers and sisters, I want to say to Roxborough people, consider who you put in as your area representative. Because I don't understand how you could sanction the man who now wants to run for the seat after they treated Watson the way they did. Well, you have to ask the question, why? Because, brothers and sisters, it was Watson himself said he started the party in Roxborough with a brother or a dog under a street light. And he himself went and sought his fellow representatives, his colleagues. And when they got a taste of power, what did they do? They thieved the man whole party. Farley thieved the man whole party. and go with it lock, stock, and barrel. And according to, as Maxwell said, Tobago East, Roxborough, Argyle suffered. Suffered because of Watson. No development took place in Roxborough, Argyle over the last 4 years. And now he is coming to you, smiling at you and saying, we'll give Orlando a chance. That's what he's saying. But it was Farley who took away Watson's party, and in so doing, emasculated Watson in his own electoral district. And if he really cared about Roxborough Argyle, if Farley really cared about Roxborough Argyle, even after your thief the man party, you should have taken care of the man district. Your favored son, because we know Watson is loved in Roxborough. Your favored son, Farley destroyed your favored son's political career. And now he comes to you and says to you, I love you. But the reality is, brothers and sisters, if after 4 years of him being the chief secretary, he could abandon Palativale, Lansome, Speyside, and abandon Roxborough, Argyle, why would you put God out of your thoughts and give them a seat in order to give Farley a chance at continuing to suffer Roxborough, Argyle, and Palativale, Lansome, Speyside? Why? And you see, it didn't stop there. Because the bad mind and the vindictiveness of the chief secretary went on to 2 additional favored Roxborough boys. I don't know the men and them political affiliation, but they were permanent secretaries. Richie Toppin and Earl and Kent. Richie Toppin and Earl and Kent. The vindictiveness and the bad-mindedness of the chief secretary sought to destroy these 2 men's career. When the man who they have there now, they call him a liaison. So Tobago moved from an MP of the caliber of Ayana as minister in the office of the Prime Minister with responsibility for Tobago to Ashworth Jack as a liaison between the office of the Prime Minister and the 2 MPs in Tobago. So you know what? Tomo and Notsi can't do nothing unless Ashworth give them the sanction. That is what we voted for on April 28th. Nothing can happen in Tobago where money is concerned. And that's the reason, because I don't know about you, me I'm no expert on the public service, but I know a liaison can instruct a PS. Because he have no standing on the public service status. He has no standing. And I want to ask the question tonight, how much they paying Ashworth to be the liaison in the office of the Prime Minister in CAS? Because you see, we know how much Ayana was getting paid because she was a Minister of Public Information. But you have a man who nobody voted for. Not a soul voted for Ashworth Jack. But he could say whether the money come to Tobago or if it don't come. And I have recent information that Mr. Richie Toppin won his case. That he won his case today.
You dig?
And so when you're vindictive and you're bad mind, truth always prevails. It's like a cork, you know. Once you put it, it will float. And I want to close with this. The Chief Secretary said that the PNM abandoned Tobago East. That's what he said, you know. But every single time a PNM government is in office, Tobago East is well taken care of. And I want Roxborough people to be honest with themselves. Every single major development in Roxborough, Argyle was done under the People's National Movement.
The only representative that Roxborough people has talked about to this day is Hilton Working Sandy, a PNM area representative. When we give Vanilla a chance to be MP, what she do? Eh? When we made a sober decision and voted for Ayana, what she do? You get hospital, you get police station, you get fire station, you get proper representation. But now you want to tell we that the PNM don't love Tobago East and that the PNM turn its back on Tobago East. As the Chief Secretary, why to this day there is not an NP gas station in Palataville? Because I could tell you that when Frank Kikan was alive and Minister of Energy, Frank Kikan secured the money from NP to build the gas station. The approvals were given. You know all the 𝐃𝐄 had to do? Find the appropriate piece of land. Now the land was a private piece, so they had to make an exchange with the owner for state land. That is all they had to do. But because they're so vindictive and bad-minded, they don't like Guyana and they don't like the PNM. Nothing. And you're talking about PNM reject and turn its back on Tobago East. Every single piece of proper development in Tobago East is at the hands of the People's National Movement. And so, brothers and sisters, come Monday, I ain't even saying Monday 12th, because it's only one more Monday to go. Come Monday, Roxborough, Argyle, Tobago, you gave the PDP independent TPP. I hear you calling people rainbow. Is there anybody more rainbow than them?
You dig?
From green and black to white to blue. We don't know what they're going to go to just now. And to yellow. We gave them a chance, brothers and sisters. We gave them a chance. We gave them a chance. We saw what they are. They can't run the place.
Right out there.
They have 4 years to prove that they could work. They want 4 more because they didn't get to work properly. But if you work properly in the first 4, if I was your boss and I give you 4 years, normally you have 6 months probation, you know. Them get 4 years probation. 4 years probation. Time for them to work. Right out.
Right out there. Right out there.
You dig?
And so Roxborough Argyle, there is no choice come Monday. No choice. Because you know why Shoney belongs to a team. Shoney belongs to a team. And it is a team that can put in the work, that belongs to an organization that has proven that it can do the work. Because you see, the team is a PNM team. And the PNM has 69 years of service to Trinidad and Tobago. And we will continue to do just that. So come Monday. I think it's one of our MPs used to say, I will pull on my Gideon boots. Lace up my Gideon boots. Yes, it's time to get moving. If you have not spoken to somebody yet, you have time still. You have time still. You have time to convert somebody. Because this is serious business. And so, brothers and sisters, come Monday, make sure, as I say, you don't have to bed. Just wash your face. Brush your teeth. Put on some clothes. And get to the polling station early. And ram the X for the PNM and for Shoney John. Every single PNM candidate deserves to be elected. And when you do that, brothers and sisters, on the night of the 12th, we shall shout in one refrain, great is our God, great is the PNM, great is the PNM, and we have prevailed.
And we can end the place to run and like they cannot run and no one.
Roxborough people. Look at your neighbor. Look to your neighbor and say, this is a serious one. You see, because one of the things that we do in here tonight is unveiling the deception. We are taking off the masks because you know they like to pretend and they like to go and do all the fafule and all the niceness and all the gimmickry and make people feel that what it is we saying is not the truth. But tonight we unveiling every mask of deception. And I want the people of Roxborough and this entire district to understand, you have to play a part to free Tobago from this tyranny. This is a serious, serious one. I want the producer to pull up those two photos for me. We have to understand who really in charge. I want you all to look at it. All you see anybody, all you know? All you see somebody, all you know? Pull up the next one. All you see somebody, all you know there? All you seen somebody, all you know? They look familiar? Now I want the next DJ to run the clip. This is what they like, to kiss up. Hear what they think about them. Volume.
No allow US aircraft in Tobago's airport. So how do you feel about that statement?
Well, Farley doesn't have his way, does he?
One more person, Farley Augustine on Thursday evening said that if he had his way, he would not put the radar in Tobago, nor allow US aircraft in Tobago's airport. So how do you feel about that statement?
Well, Farley doesn't have his way, does he?
One more person, Farley Augustine
Tobago is
said that if he had his way, he would not
Roxborough.
put the radar in Tobago, nor allow US aircraft.
These people have given up their right to speak on behalf of Tobago. Listen to me. Before I bring on the next speaker, the Chief Secretary from Tobago East, the Deputy Chief Secretary from Tobago East, all you feeling any other weight? All you feeling any other power? Then it's time for us to put a team in place that will say no to these sick people in Trinidad with the wickedness that they're trying to impose on Tobago. And the best person to come to do that is my next speaker. DJ, cue the song. The next speaker is going to be coming to this platform because he knows the fight of 48 months. Somebody say 48 months. Say 48 months. It's 48 months. The minority leader fighting against Farley and Kamla. And he will continue to do it. Let us welcome him as he comes this evening. Brother Kelvin Morris.
To my knees and pray. Yes. Come, Jesus, come. Let today be the day. Sometimes I feel like I'm gonna break, but I'm holding on to a love that won't fade. So come, Jesus, come. We've been too long for the day you return to heal every hurt and right every wrong.
Roxborough, good night. Delaford, good night. PNM family, good night. Tobago people, good night. Permit me to recognize our political leader, the candidate for Bukumong Pleasant and the next Chief Secretary of the Tobago House of Assembly, Brother Ansel Dennis, your standard bearer here in Roxborough, Delaford, the young, the eloquent, the intelligent 𝐓𝐇𝐄
Join.
Our 15 excellent PNM candidates who will take and ensure Tobago is placed first. Again, good night to all my colleagues. PNM family and all, it's good to be in Roxborough tonight. And you know, there's a feeling that the momentum is only in the West. But after this overwhelming show of support here in the East tonight, I am confident that the momentum is also in the East. Brothers and sisters, I am losing my voice. But a song comes to mind and I want you all to help me sing this song, because I'm not really a big singer. And I start in it. Fall in the garden, hiding, hiding, hiding. Fall in the garden, hiding. He hiding from Kamla. Folly, where art thou? Folly, where art thou? Folly, where art thou? You're hiding from your puppet master, Kamla.
You dig?
And that is the honest truth about the last 8 months since the UNC has taken governance in this country, Trinidad and Tobago. Because without consent, without consultation, the Prime Minister brought to us a death trap in that military radar. And when you would think your Chief Secretary would raise his voice in objection, when we asked for Farley, Farley was nowhere to be found. Farley was in the garden hiding. And when we woke up one morning to hear that the government going and add all kind of tax after tax after tax to put pressure on you poor people and to put pressure on the people of Tobago, and we were asking where is our Chief Secretary to raise his voice in objection on behalf of the people of Tobago, Farley was in the garden hiding, hiding from Kamla. And even when we woke up to hear birth certificate price raise, death certificate price raise, the price to pay, to change your passport, to renew your passport has doubled. The price to even change, to renew your license, double. And you're thinking that our Chief Secretary would raise his voice in objection. And when we asked, where is our Chief Secretary Farley? Farley was there hiding, hiding from Kamla. And brothers and sisters, you know, in Mason Hall, I thought we were getting somewhere with the Lion King, because I have taken personal responsibility to cure Farley Chavez Augustine, my schoolmate, from his lying ways. And when I heard him admitting that the best candidate for Bukumong Pleasant is Ansel Dennis, I thought we were getting somewhere. But then today, I saw the candidate for IDA up in Castara. And the candidate for IDA heard the Chief Secretary saying on a platform that he built this brand new changing room in the public cemetery for the people of Castara. So she went looking
for this brand new changing facility. And when she inquired from the residents, where is this changing facility? The residents informed her that there was no such facility in the public cemetery. So the Lion King built a ghost public changing facility in Castara. And ladies and gentlemen, Patrick Manning said, if you will lie in small things, just imagine, you didn't build no changing facility, but you come on a platform just because you haven't done nothing for the people of Castara and lying through your teeth. Where is the changing facility? The people them tell the idea candidate, there was no changing facility built here. And that is the kind of man we're dealing with. You just cannot trust his word. And I've always told people, based on my personal experience with this chief secretary, if he tell me stand up, I turn in Usain Bolt, I run in full speed. But the chief secretary did something last night. He came to the platform having blacklisted hundreds of our Tobago-based contractors and having absolutely no defense for sending and gifting over $300 million in development to his UNC friends. He came to tell us that our PNM, your PNM, this PNM Tobago Council that build black businesses here in Tobago, that somehow this PNM is anti-black people. You hear lie? That is a big fat lie. And I'm here to say to you tonight, while we were building Tobago businesses, I will play you a clip that demonstrates your chief secretary, your country boy, was busy attempting to destroy our own Tobago-based contractors. And I'll play this clip.
11 contractors, construction in Trinidad, 11 big ones are Indians. Junior Sami, Kusal, blah, 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 blah. But you have to understand how the Indians. So they bring in Mr. Warner to take over a lot of those constructions. And he's their boy. True or not true?
No, one has said to me personally that his aim is to become the top black contractor in the country. And he wants to rival all the East Indian and Syrian contractors. That is his mission. And of course, this is on the right hand of God. And not only that, he's God's best friend. All men are not created equal with this particular demigod that we have. And one has been his best friend for a very long time.
So it's not just about black, it's about friend.
Of course I'm a friend and family. And the Warner family is also from Mason originally as well. So this is friendship that has gone many years back.
11 contractors.
Gentlemen, this is a conversation between your chief secretary and his puppet master, the Last Supper, before he plotted to destroy the Tobago contractors here in Tobago. So when I tell you the chief secretary has sold Tobago contractors, Tobago patrimony to his UNC friends, this is evidence of actual conversation where he is there plotting to destroy his own Tobago contractors. And the difference between FALI and the UNC and the PNM is that we, the Tobago Council of the PNM, we have always been about putting Tobago contractors first. And it matters not if you are an African whether you are an East Indian, whether you are Chinese, whether you are Caucasian, whether you have mixed descent, once you are born or residing in Tobago, the opportunities that reside here will go to Tobagonians, and that is something we have always stood for. Contrast that to what has happened over the last 4 years. The road to build down at Shervan went to a company called California Stucco. You know where that company is from? That company is from Trinidad. You know who are those people? They are non-Tobagonians, non-Africans. So therefore, who is the person, which party is anti-black? The project to build a early childhood center down at Corland. Imagine that as a project as small as an early childhood center, $7 million. They couldn't find no Tobago contractor. That project went to a company called One Source Construction Limited. Guess where that company is from? Trinidad, Central Trinidad. Guess who are the directors of that company? Non-Tobagonians, non-Africans. So which party is anti-Tobago, anti-black? So if anybody is against black people in Tobago, it is the Farley Chavez Augustine and the TPP.
You dig?
Brothers and sisters, as I said, when you think about how you build an economy, Trevor James explained it to us before he got into government. He said to us, when you take the contracts that come to Tobago through the Tobago House of Assembly, when you use Tobago allocation, and you take those contracts and you give it to Trinidad companies, what you are in fact doing is building an economy outside of Tobago, and you are in fact destroying the Tobago economy. And you know what is hurtful about that? Trevor James understanding that under his watch, every major contract that was given out under the PDP/independence turned TPP was given to contractors from Trinidad and not from Tobago. And while they were doing that, they blacklisted every major Tobago contractor that was employing Tobagonians. And you know what that resulted in? Those contractors, because they weren't getting jobs, they now had to turn around and terminate the employment of over 1,500 Tobagonians. And I want you to think about the effects of that, because on average, a home really constitutes about 4 persons. And if 1,500 Tobagonians lost their job, it actually impacted over 6,000 Tobagonians. That is children, that is mothers who for that period, for the last 4 years, were without an income to provide for their loved ones. And this is the policy, this is the actions of Farley, Trevor, Faith, Orlando, and the entire bunch of sellouts. And I am asking you here in Roxborough, are you going to allow that to continue here in Tobago? Well, if you are not going to allow that, come on Monday. It is time to tell Farley, Faith, Orlando, and a bunch of corrupt crooks, it's time for them to pack their stuff or their teeth enough and ride out. Ride out there. Ride out there. Ride out there. You see, I heard Trevor James saying he plans to take, well, apparently he turned Officer Trevor. He was Patrol Trevor before, but like he put on the police uniform. And he's going to jail our political leader. He's going to jail Crazy. He's going to jail. And I will simply tell him, be careful of what you wish for. Because my grandmother always tell me, when you're digging pit, dig two. One for them and one for yourself. And I invite him, when he going to the station, don't just go with one handcuff. He might have to go with one for himself. Because if you're playing Scrabble and you're looking for a synonym for corruption, all you have to do is look for the name Pothole Trevor.
You dig?
And by way of example, I would share with you a letter. And this is a letter that is to deal with the procurement of a road from Smithfield to Dutch Fort. And that road, that contract was awarded in record-breaking time. Within 24 hours, a proposal came in to the division of which Trevor is the secretary. And by the next day, that company received a letter of award. But more than that, a letter came to the division from the letterhead of California Stucco Limited. And producer, if you have it, you could put up that letter so the public can see. No, the other one. That is the letter of award. So this is the letter from California Stucco. And this letter is dated 3rd of October 2022 and addressed to a Trinidadian that Trevor James brought to run the project management unit. So they're telling you that the PNM is anti-Tobago and Tobago is we. But he brought a Trinidadian to run we division. And this letter is coming addressed to Philip Hirolal. And it says, "Dear sir, we are writing to notify you that it has come to our attention through the public domain that Namalco Construction Services Limited has withdrawn from the project and enlist the project number. Therefore, we were invited to enter into negotiation for the award of the design, bill, and finance of the reference project via email." And ladies and gentlemen, what stands out here is the fact that they said they came into knowledge of this through the public domain. And this is California Stucco, a Trinidad company that had no previous relationship with the Division of Infrastructure, never did any work for the Division of Infrastructure, had no previous record of road paving, but through a public domain which was not available to anyone else, because there's no public record of this contract being available. There was no public record of Namalco giving back this contract, but they were here writing to the division saying that they are aware that this project is now available and they are willing to send in a bid. And that was on the 3rd of October. And when you look at what transpired next, a letter dated 7th October from the Division of Infrastructure. So 3 days later, the Division of Infrastructure is writing, and it says, "We refer to your proposal for caption project submitted on 6th October 2022. And we are pleased to inform you that the division has accepted your proposal." And what is interesting about this acceptance of the proposal is if you scroll down to where it says work details, part of the work details, it says that the proposal document was dated 6th of October. So anybody who is familiar with procurement and procurement procedure and how you deal with evaluation of tenders, you would know you would need some time to evaluate. You would also need some time to approve and then you will then send out the letter of acceptance. But imagine receiving a proposal one day, and by the next day, the division was already prepared to award a contract. And what this tells me is that there was some form of insider trading approved and overseen by 𝐓𝐿 and by the division where this contractor previously wrote about this contract. So what it shows is that NAMALCO, and they also sent the proposal that NAMALCO sent that they eventually gave back. That was the exact proposal that they sent to the division. So there was some relationship between NAMALCO, between California Stucco, and Trevor and 𝐓𝐿. And therefore, brothers and sisters, I'm saying to you that under these road project arrangements, which we have reported to the Anti-Corruption Investigative Bureau, these arrangements are demonstrative of mass corruption in the Tobago House of Assembly. And more than that, I listened to the Secretary for Settlements, Mr. Ian Pollard, and he said something very instructive. He said everything that he has done in the division has been approved by this Chief Secretary, Mr. Farley Chavez Augustine. And I'm also going as far as to say everything that was done by Pothole Trevor was also approved by Farley Chavez Augustine. So every ounce of corruption that you saw that happened in the division of infrastructure, it was well known to Farley, and perhaps that is why you realize he couldn't move Whitey and he couldn't move Trevor, because remember he was to do a reshuffle, and when he went to do the reshuffle, I understand that Pothole Trevor told him, if you only touch me, all will fall down. So brothers and sisters, this is an important election. This is a serious election. You have in your electoral district young Shanae, who has demonstrated a track record of service, a track record of commitment, a sort of energy and vitality that will put people first. You have been abandoned. In fact, for the last 8 years, you have had the worst kind of representation. And you here in Roxborough know about good representation. You would have benefited from working Hilton Sandy. And therefore, we are bringing to you the right John, Shanae working John. And we ask you to go out on January the 12th and vote resoundingly for Shanae here in Roxborough. Vote resoundingly for Maxlon in Charlottesville. Vote resoundingly for Ansel in Buku. Vote resoundingly for Carl in Glamorgan. Vote resoundingly for Kamisha in Goodwood. Vote resoundingly for Kwesi in Masonhall. Vote resoundingly for Petal in Scarborough. Vote resoundingly for Kervin Horsford Harvest God in Lambo. Vote resoundingly for Akil Guy in Bethesda. Vote resoundingly for Karen Forbes in Plymouth. Vote resoundingly for Brian Harris in Patience in Signal Hill. Vote resoundingly for Sterling Big Dog Timothy in Bethel. Vote resoundingly in Bonaccord. Who we voting for in Bonaccord? Dominic Kerr. And last but not least, before my voice go, vote resoundingly in Darrell Spring Wim for Kelvin Morris and the PNM. And when we do that, you know, I just always leave the man who had to provide the security for last, because he had to make sure all are we safe, all are we inside. And when he know all are we inside, we will vote resoundingly in Bacolet, Masonhall South for the policeman, Dexter Miller. And when all 15 seats are in, and we'd have told them with one resounding voice, it's time for a little ride out. We will sing and shout and jump and dance and prance resoundingly. Great is our God. Great is Tobago, the people of Tobago East, the people of Tobago West, and the people of the People's National Movement. And we have prevailed. I thank you.
Putting Tobago first again, From Delaford to Crown Point Shore, Tobago rising even more. We faced the storm, we took the test, now we're coming back with our very best. We built the schools, the roads, the ground, in every village progress found. We learned, we grew, we took a stand, now we're moving with a brand new plan. Put Tobago first again, let progress start again. From Roxborough to Scarborough, we're building back our tomorrow. From Belgarden to Banaccord, hope restored in one accord. A new mandate, a stronger hand, putting Tobago first again. 10,000 jobs, a future bright. Homes for families, a better life. We kept the faith through every fight. Now the vision shining light. Hospitals standing proud and tall. Community centers for one and all. From fishing bays to farmers' hands, we gave new hope across the land.
Brothers and sisters, tonight, you can testify of one thing for sure, that everything you hear from this platform is truth. You have nobody coming here waving a brown envelope and hoping that you believe what it is inside of the envelope. That time it's empty. We just produce receipts. So nobody can say that we are making up stories. And one thing I want us to be clear on tonight is that this Farley Layard-led administration has abandoned Tobago East. They don't care about the people of Tobago East. The only thing they care about in the East is your vote. So on Monday we're going to make them realize how powerful the vote is. You see, we could do the fact check. As I say, we don't tell lie. Charlottesville Pavilion, nothing. The Blue Food Heritage Site, nothing. Goodwood Pavilion, nothing. The Bacalet Indoor Facility, nothing. Look at the playgrounds in your community, nothing. The community centers, they're rushing to try to fix what PNM bill, but still they ain't bill, nothing. What these people could tell you, nothing. So when they come and knock on your door between now and Monday, you tell them you don't want nothing. People, these people are jokers. They're not serious. They're not serious. So, what we are going to do,
Are you ready, soldier?
we are going to show you tonight who's serious. Somebody say serious. Somebody look at somebody else and say serious. Because PNM, we don't make joke with the people that we putting forward. They're serious about the job. And tonight we have a young lady. They say that she's young. They say she's the youngest candidate. But let me tell you, she representing a big district. She representing a big district. She representing a heavy district. And tonight, we the People's National Movement present to the people of Roxborough, Argyle, Delaford, Betsy's home, Louida, a young lady who will show what real representation of the people is. Of the people, by the people, for the people. Welcome tonight, Miss Shanae, 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 Shanae.
Are you covered under the blood? Here we go.
You dig?
Say, if your hands are anointed, and if your feet are anointed, and if you're under the blood, give me a Holy Ghost.
You respect that?
If your hands are anointed, and if your feet are anointed, and if you're under the blood, give me a Holy Ghost shout. Say, if your hands are anointed, and if your feet are anointed, and if you're under the blood, under the blood, under the blood, oh, I am anointed. Lord God Almighty.
You
Are
dig?
you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? The child of war of Q. Lord God Almighty.
Roxford, good night. Roxford, how are you feeling? Good evening to my family, the people of Kennel, Argyle, Roxborough, Bexington,
Join.
Delaford. Good evening.
Join.
Allow me to stand on the already established protocols. Ladies and gentlemen, I have met many of you on the campaign trail. The majority of you I know and am familiar with, and I have met a few new faces along the way. If there are any of you present here tonight that I haven't been able to connect with while on my walkabouts, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Shanae John, and I'm the daughter of Silver John and Davaren Topping, the granddaughter of Louisa and Irving John, and Hollis and Idris Topping, who have a rich history in serving their communities in business, education, and sports. I received my early childhood education right here in this district at the Roxborough Early Childhood Center with Tanti Tora and Tanti Esla, and at the Roxborough Anglican School with Miss Danielle, Miss Baptiste, Miss Anderson, and all the many others who helped me to make me who I am today. This place didn't just raise me, this place shaped me. The foundation laid at the Roxborough Anglican School paved me Are y'all hearing me clearly now? The foundation laid at the Roxborough Anglican School paved the way for my 7 years at Bishop's High School and the University of the West Indies. I have remained committed to this district
through my affiliation with grassroots organizations such as Roxborough, Mise. I am a member of the Louis Dawes Seventh-day Adventist Church. I tutor our high school students on Tuesday afternoons, and I live here. I walk where you walk. I share the same struggles that you share. I understand the challenges that you experience within this district. Tonight, I'm humbled, and honestly, I am emotional. I am a product of this district, and I am humbled to be molded by the hands and hearts of this community. Roxborough Argyle isn't just who I live, it's who I am. It's who we are. We are the change makers. We are the deciding factor. Together, we can put Roxborough Argyle first again. For the past couple of months, I've been asking you to join this movement for change, a movement that promises prosperity for the district and prosperity for every one of its residents, no matter the color of their jersey. And I want to once again invite you to come aboard and join the movement and join John. Brothers and sisters, tonight is not a political meeting. Tonight, the movement continues. The movement for change, for action, and for people-first leadership. Brothers and sisters, let's be honest with each other. For 4 years, we have been disappointed. For 4 years, we have been let down by those we trusted to represent us. We were promised for a better 4 years. But after the votes were casted, we were left with silence, unfinished projects, unanswered phone calls, closed office doors, and forgotten communities. But I say to you tonight, Roxborough Argyle, enough is enough. The time for disappointment is over. The time for change is now. Like many people in this community, too many in fact, I am unemployed. And I didn't say that for sympathy, but I say it for truth and transparency. I was interviewed for a job. I followed every step. I submitted every document. I did everything that was required. I received the call. You were successful. Congratulations. For months, I waited. I followed up respectfully. I reorganized my life around this commitment. And then just like that, it was taken away. No explanation, no accountability, no dignity. Opportunity lost, just like many others in this Tobago space over the past 4 years. But the position was filled. So let me be clear. My unemployment did not come from laziness. It did not come from a lack of qualifications. And it did not come from a lack of unwillingness to work. I know what it feels like to wake up with responsibilities but no paycheck. I know what it feels like to invest in education, ready to give back to my island, and then feel like it was for nothing. I know what it feels like to send out application after application and get no response. I know what it feels like to dream but face small opportunities. I know what it feels like to wonder if you have to leave Tobago just to survive. I know what it feels like to be punished for speaking up and sidelined for doing what's right. Many of you know that feeling right here in this district. I've been hearing the story on the campaign trails. You are not alone. I hear you. I understand you. I have been there. I will be your voice. I speak to you not as a politician, but as your cousin, your friend, your neighbor, your schoolmate, someone who lives what you live, feel what you feel, and experience the same experiences. Recently, we saw what happened in the country of Nepal. Youths that rise up, not for chaos, but for visibility, because they were tired of being ignored. And when I look around Tobago, I feel that same fire burning quietly within our youths. We are frustrated, we are overlooked, but unlike others, we are choosing leadership. We are choosing action. And I stand here tonight as proof of that. I step forward, brave, determined, and ready. Ladies and gentlemen, the movement is alive in Roxborough, Argyle. I can feel it. Can you feel it? I know the young people in this district. I know the young people in this district are on board with the movement. And I know two big men in particular who can feel the effects of this movement. First, they underestimated me. But when they realized water more than flour for January the 12th, they tell a different story. Two big men had to team up against one Shanae John. But I want to let them know that when I roll, I don't roll alone. DJ, play that tune.
Because when we roll, we don't roll alone.
You dig?
I'm moving away with me, family. Me, family. When we come to we mash up back, turn up dance, we like that.
For the past 4 years, Roxborough Argyle has been the back of the line, neglected, forgotten, and the bastard child of this assembly. People of Roxborough Argyle, we give them the place to run, and they cannot run it.
Right out here.
In the big deal between us and you Tobagonians, we are creating 7,000 meaningful jobs. And tonight, in front of everyone, I am saying clearly to our political leadership, Mr. Ansel Dennis, Roxborough Argyle must get a fair share and I will fight for it. No crumbs, no promises, real jobs for real people. My role is to advocate directly, to sit at the table and say, these are the unemployed graduates in my district. These are the tradesmen ready to work. These are the single parents who need stable income. I want job placements that matches people's skills. Not just temporary work for show. Not just 10 on, 10 off. Just for 4 fortnights. I will push for transparency so people know how jobs are allocated, who qualifies, and how to apply. Because jobs should not depend on who you are. It should depend on your readiness to work. So no longer, she's a PNM, he's a TPP, so she can't get through with that, he can't get through with that. Representation is for everyone in true service.
You dig?
Many of our young people are failing. Many of our young people, they are not just failing, but they are disconnected. Disconnected from guidance, disconnected from opportunity, disconnected from people who can show them the way. The Youth Empowerment and Mentorship Program that we within this district will create is about closing that gap. This program will pair young people with mentors from this very district. Business owners like Sally and Bushy, tradesmen like Amory and Colors, educators like Dernell and Jerian, athletes like Sid Gray. This program will teach life skills like discipline, communication, and financial management. It is designed for all young people in Roxborough. We are not like them. We don't see color. This movement is colorblind, brothers and sisters. It doesn't matter if you're red, you're blue, you're purple, you're pink, or you're black.
You dig?
The rationale behind the Youth Empowerment Mentorship Program is for young people in the district to reach their full potential and to go further than just potential, but to have direction. This district has always been sport-oriented. A number of successful sporting teams and individuals have come out of this district. Youth empowerment through sports is not a novel idea, but it works well for Roxborough Argyle. The intention is to invest in sports in an effort to aid in crime prevention, to help boost individual confidence and community pride. The Roxborough Lakers are undefeated because they have talent and discipline. Imagine what they can do with proper facilities. Refurbishment of the Sid Gray Sporting Complex means the ability to host night training, organized competitions, and a safe and structured space for youth. But not just a feel Roxborough Lakers I'm talking about, but a true home for the team, where meetings and various activities can be held right here in Roxborough for a team that has been making us proud for so many years. Roxborough Argyle, they deserve more. The same goes for Miller Youths in Argyle. Right now they train with limited access and no lighting. That sends the wrong message to our young people. Sports is one of the strongest tools we have to keep our young men focused, promote teamwork and respect, and even open doors for scholarships and opportunities. When we invest in youth, we invest in stronger communities. So, we are going to light the fields in Argyle, and we are going to fence it. I can come and say, I can do this, and I can do that. But we are going to do this together. Me as your representative and you the people of Roxborough Argyle.
You dig?
Join. This is not an election gimmick like which was made 2 weeks ago, where it was said that works would begin at Argyle and Sidway Complex within 2 weeks. To the villagers who have been calling out, I've heard you. The Louisdorf field, it's in a current state of atrocity. It will be fixed. And to the young men in Kendall who are forced to play football in someone else's yard because your field in Kendall that has been left abandoned, the Kendall field will be reopened and restored. Join. This is not about words, brothers and sisters. This is about doing the work. Step by step, with accountability, with responsibility. And this is the kind of representation Roxborough Argyle deserves. Another plan I wish to share with you tonight. We are one of the districts that are fortunate enough to benefit from ecotourism. Argyle and Lamy waterfalls are not just tourist attractions. They are economic opportunities waiting to be organized properly. That plan is not for us to overdevelop them, but to manage them smartly. That means training community members as tour guides, creating space for small vendors, ensuring maintenance and safety, and keeping profit circulating right here in this community of Roxborough and Argyle and all the village within this electoral district. Tourism should benefit the people who live here, not bypass them. Now let me be honest, none of this works if one person tries to do it alone. Real development comes from partnership. I am ready to work with the village councils who understand local needs, community leaders who know the people, men on the road who see reality daily, single parents who understand survival, youth who bring energy and ideas. Leadership is not about control, brothers and sisters. Leadership is about cooperation. When we work together, progress moves faster and it lasts longer. These are not promises made for applause. These are actions made by listening, lived experience, and love for this district. I am not here to talk big. I am here to work. It's time to build and not rest on the foundation starting by the PNM. If you want better jobs, join John. If you want stronger families, join John. If you're tired of being let down, brothers and sisters, join John. Join. We have heard too much talk in the last 4 years with too little action. It's time to act. Let's build this district where no one is left behind. And on election night, when the results come in, let it be said that Roxborough Argyle stood strong and chose action over excuse. I am ready to serve. I am ready to fight. And I am asking you tonight, the residents of this district, Roxborough Argyle, stand with me, walk with me, build with me, join John, because John will always join you. And an election night next week, Monday, before even election night, when you go to those polls on Monday, brothers and sisters, I want you, when you open your ballot box, take your time. Take your time. Open it nicely. Take your stamp and rest it down nice. Easy. We don't want no spoiled ballots, brothers and sisters. We want to make it count, because it's time enough. We say enough is enough. It's time for proper representation. It's time for proper service, brothers and sisters. And on a night next week, Monday, we will all join John and sing, "Great is our God, great is the PNM, and great is this district of Roxborough Argyle."
It's only time now. Join. Ready? We wake up really early election morning. Why the people call and shunning over? Election day, tell me who be voting. It's Shani John. So when there is police station, write up your fingers. Alright, look who we voting. Just put the X by Shani John right now. Reach police station, write up your fingers. Look who we voting. Just put the X by Shani John right now. Wait, she's a smart woman to lead us at this time now. Things may be hard, but Shani is inside now. Bring out the family, friends, all your loved ones. Vote for the right choice. Listen, let these people know Shani smart and ready. People, come on, we don't know. Rest of them don't have belly. When you say Shani step inside, anyway, I don't know if you're mad or crazy. Make way because Shani got the lioness. Who beating the lions? Then when Shani just step up, Roxborough Argyle will know now. Everybody lean to the police station. Vote, we voted for Shani John. Lioness, who beating the lions? Then when Shani just step up, Roxborough Argyle will know now. Everybody lean to the police station. Vote, we voted for Shani John. Hey, she always have a good choice. As she reach up inside this party, she right on the grounds, my friend. The grounds, make sure people in check. She even went start to finish and clean up the 100 steps. Put up a rock, put up a flag. If you know Shani is the way out, your friend, go tell your friend. Put up a rock, put up your flag. If you know Shani is the way out, your friend, vote with your friend. Who I got the lioness? Who beating the lions? Then when Shani just step up, Roxborough Argyle will know now. Everybody lean to the police station. Vote, we voted for Shani John. Lioness. Step up, Roxborough Argyle will know now. Everybody lean.
Roxborough.
Vote, we voted for Shani John.
Roxborough. I go in and talk like a farmer here. That is product. That is produce. That ain't no second grade. That is first grade.
You dig?
And that comes from this electoral district. Somebody say proper thing. Say proper thing. The People's National Movement, we produce class every time. We don't mix matters with that. Yeah? I find all you getting quiet on me. I say yes. Proper thing, man. But I want to take a moment to deal with a serious situation. Everyone here, I want to encourage you all to do something. I want you to look at me. I want everybody watching forward. Forward. I want everybody to understand this. Pray for them candidates. All you hear what I say? Pray for the candidates. What it is I say? Pray. Because there is an entire wave, an entire force that don't like what's happening here. And they will stop at nothing. They will stop at nothing to try to break this movement. So I'm begging all you, please, those who don't know how to pray, learn. Pray and cover these candidates. Because these people currently are desperate. As soon as I came off the platform, I was pulled aside and I was shown something that's happening today in an electoral district where a particular representative, she problem is she frightened because she's now the outgoing. I don't want to call she name, but she was in Miller district. And they walking around with a ballot paper with a X by she name, telling people this is what it is you have to do. I'm telling all you, they're wicked, they're dishonest, they're deceitful, and they're trying to fool Tobago people again. But tonight we say no more. We have to be vigilant. We have to be careful. And let me tell all you something, people. I want the DJ to start to raise it slow. Because every team must have a leader. And that is why I tell all you to pray for these candidates. And I'm saying it now. Pray especially for the leader. Because they're going to try to attack from the head. You see how them party rotten from the head. We party standing strong from the head. DJ Lego the tune. Because the man that we have. Listen.
Pleasant, we are giving our support to the man who will defeat 𝐂𝐄
March out and sell, march out, you the people, them bad, them not go take no talk when
we have it there. DJ run it again.
Across in Buku, Mount Pleasant, we are giving our support to the man who will defeat 𝐂𝐄.
We didn't say it. They didn't even wait for we to say. They couldn't wait for Monday. He started indoors until Dennis since in the week. So we not playing that. We supporting. We standing strong. We backing. We serious. And we moving forward with Ansel. DJ, bring the tune.
Ansel now go play games, no time. Him ready up to fight. White TP still a try fight. Ansel
this is serious business.
Go fix every road fi walk. From Godla all.
We don't have time for games.
Ask me about it. Him nasty. Now feel P and them come fi catch kids. Them get dark and them waste it.
Accountability.
Back to basics.
Transparency.
Ansel now go play a game, no time. Him ready up enough fight. White TP still a try.
All these things. Tobago going to experience. When we put this leader in charge. When we put this leader in front of this 15-member team. Bring it to you. Mr. Ansel.
Ansel now go play games. fi walk. From Godla Hall, right back to Mason Hall. Ask Gracie about it, him nasty. Now feel P&M come fi catch kicks. A 4 years them get dark and them waste it. So me just a sing back to basics. Vote P&M today. Hansel na go play games no time. Him ready up enough, fight so watch I fight. P&M, vote P&M, P&M, vote P&M, 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 vote P&M, 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 vote for P&M, 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 P&M. March out and send march out you the people them want them not go take no talk when at the party talk. Them sound they start. Me say them sound they start. So vote P&M today.
Ansel now go play games.
P&M.
Roxborough.
P&M.
Roxborough, good evening.
P&M.
Roxborough, good evening. Courtyard, good evening. Tobago East, good evening. You're looking red and you're looking ready and you're looking big. Make some noise for the People's National Movement. It is so good to be in the electoral district of Roxborough, Argyle, particularly in the town of Roxborough, to witness what appears to be the largest political meeting in the history of political meetings here in Courtyard, Roxborough. Because the courtyard full, and I can stand here and I can see scores of people on the other side of the road. And this is what momentum looks like. And therefore, we can conclude, not that we will be complacent, but we can conclude that the writing is on the wall. But allow me to recognize Minority Leader of the Tobago House of Assembly and the current Assemblyman, and who will continue to be the Assemblyman for Darrell Spring Wim after January the 12th, Brother Kelvon Morris. Other distinguished candidates, but I want to specially recognize your young, energetic, vibrant candidate who will finally bring good representation to this electoral district after 8 years of abandonment. Put your hands together for Shanae John. I also saw in our midst some former members of the Tobago House of Assembly, former political leader of the PNM here in Tobago, and former Deputy Chief Secretary, Mrs. Tracy Davidson Celestine, former Member of Parliament for Tobago East, Mrs. Ayana Webster Roy, Senator Melanie Roberts Rajman, and I see several members of the executive of the Tobago Council, Chairman Larry Paul, PRO Lawrence Hislop, General Secretary Akisi London, and I believe the Lady Vice Chairman, Miss Nicole Henry, is also here. Give them a round of applause. But a special good evening to you, the people of Roxborough, Argyle, because Roxborough holds a special place in my heart. And it is clear to you that Roxborough is also very important
and special to the People's National Movement. Because as you go through Roxborough, whether you choose to drive or you choose to walk, it is one of the largest, most shining examples of the People's National Movement's commitment to the people of Tobago East. And I want to specially salute the former Member of Parliament for Tobago East, Mrs. Ayanna Webster Roy, for her sterling contributions to this community. Because in under 10 years, and of course over 21 years of the PNM in the THA, we have brought real development to Tobago East, especially this community of Roxborough. Whether it was the Roxborough Hospital, whether it was the new fire station, whether it was the new police station, whether it was the administrative complex, the People's National Movement delivered to you, the people of Tobago East. And I saw recently where the Lion King, the current Chief Secretary, attempted to tell you, the people of Tobago East, that the PNM neglected you and the PNM abandoned you. And I want you, the people of this district and the people of this part of Tobago, to really be honest with yourselves and take a close look at what transpired, especially over the last 4 years, and really ask yourself, who neglected the people of Tobago East? Because currently, Tobago East, from all the way down in Bacolet, all the way up to Charlottesville, you have the worst roads in the country. Not only on the island, but in the country. And the condition of the roads here across Tobago has earned the current Secretary of Infrastructure the name Pothole Trevor. Because recently I drove to Charlottesville, where we had a beautiful meeting up there, and I spent the entire drive dodging potholes. And if you, the people of Tobago East, with a Chief Secretary from Speyside and a Deputy Chief Secretary from Belgarden and an Assemblyman, although they mash up the party and made him irrelevant as soon as they got power, he was the founder of this team. He was the one that discovered them. He was the one that gave life to their political careers and ensured that they achieved their political dreams and aspirations. And notwithstanding that, he was disrespected by them, he was sidelined by them, and you can clearly see now that his political career was destroyed by them. And I don't care two hoots about how they want to treat Watson Duke, but I care about how they have treated the people of Roxborough, Argyle. Because I don't know if it was some attempt to punish Watson Duke. You, the people of Roxborough, Argyle, have suffered immensely at the hands of this current THA administration. Take a look at your administrative complex. Look at the condition of the walls. Look at the condition of the facility. Examine the fact that most of the administrative services that the PNM brought to you, the people of Roxborough and Tobago East by extension, have since left the facility. And that is what abandonment looks like. And to add insult to injury, imagine they were hiring people at the brand new Roxborough Hospital, built by the PNM and opened by the PNM, and not one person from Roxborough was hired. And I can recall a young man from Argyle complaining bitterly in the public that when he went to the Roxborough Hospital, Every single person was from Speyside. And I'm saying to you, the people of Roxborough, Argyle, you must reject that treatment, you must reject that disrespect, and you must ensure that on January the 12th, you join Shanae John.
What PNM today?
So this is what abandonment and neglect looks like. And I want to remind those young men from Argyle, those young men who are interested and involved in agriculture down at Lamy Road. I want to remind you of the fact that it was under my leadership that we came to this community, we discussed the matter with you, and we committed to you that we will start the farmland development program here in Tobago, and Lamy Road was going to be one of those developments to be started and completed within 18 months. In fact, we gave them the documentation for the land. And I stand here as a disappointed man to say to the people of Tobago, especially the agriculture stakeholders, that none of those farmland development projects, whether it's Lamy Road, Belmont Road, Friendship Estate, Indian Walk Estate, or Richmond Estate, none of them have been completed under this administration. And therefore they have completely abandoned and disrespected you, the people of Roxborough, Argyle, and Tobago East by extension. But of course, we in the PNM, we have already demonstrated our love and our care for the people of Tobago East. Because under the PNM, especially when you had an assemblyman called Hilton Working Sunday, Roxborough, Argyle, and Tobago East in particular had your best days under the People's National Movement. And therefore this election for you, the people of Roxborough, Argyle, is about returning good and decent representation to your electoral district. It's about putting somebody in office that will look out for the young people, that will look out for the older people, and will ensure that you receive the kind of representation deserving of the good, loving people of Tobago East and Roxborough, Argyle in particular. So, as part of our bold new vision for Tobago, I want to tell you that we also have a plan for Roxborough, Argyle. And I heard your next Assemblyman, Shanae John, stand here on the platform tonight, and she articulated several of the PNM's plans and commitments to this electoral district. And I want to say to you, the people of Roxborough, Argyle, that under the next People's National Movement THA administration, every single one of those projects, every single one of those commitments will be delivered to you, the people of Roxborough, Argyle.
What PNM today? PNM.
I want to say to you, the people of this district, that when you elect the next PNM THA, within 100 days, within the first 100 days, we will go there and we will clean up your administrative complex, and we will ensure that every single administrative service desired and needed by you, the people of Tobago East, is returned to that facility. We will also ensure that your Sid Gray complex, named after one of your sporting heroes from this community, will be upgraded and repaired. And I want to say to the cricketers, because in this community and on this island, we have young cricketers with serious potential to place Tobago on the map. And of course, we have committed already to delivering an international cricket facility to Tobago. But right here at Sid Gray Stadium, we will establish an indoor cricket training center for the cricketers, especially the young cricketers up here in Tobago East. In addition to that, I want to talk to the young men involved in the agriculture sector, because you have been waiting 4 years for this farmland development to be completed. And because it was the PNM's vision, and because it was the PNM's program, we will ensure that we restart it within the first 100 days and that we complete it within 6 months of restarting that project, so all the farmers in this community can have access to that location with decent roads, with access to water and access to electricity, so that we can continue to transform the agriculture sector on the island of Tobago. I'm also aware that a number of the young men in this community, instead of giving proper permanent jobs, you were given 10 days. And I want to say to the people of Tobago that man, especially Tobagonians, shall not live by 10 days alone under the PNM. Because we will ensure that as soon as you elect us to office, we begin the process to transfer Tobago's young people from 10 days employment into permanent employment, preserving their dignity as decent Tobagonians. I want to say to the people of Roxborough that as the next Chief Secretary, whenever I drive through this community, I am not satisfied with how this community looks. In fact, when I drive up towards the fishing facility, I become very disappointed, and I ask myself, what has been passing for representation in this community for the last 8 years or the last 4 years? Because of course, you have the leader of the PDP as your assemblyman, who was once the Deputy Chief Secretary. You have a Chief Secretary from Speyside, and I am sure he journeys from Lowlands, where he lives, to Speyside from time to time. And on his way up, is it that the tint in the Chief Secretary's car is so dark that he cannot see outside, and that he cannot see the condition of this tongue that Tobago East should be proud of? Because when I drive through and I see the condition of this town called Roxborough, I was moved to ensure that we put in our big, bold, red plan and vision for Tobago. I made sure that we put within that big deal a plan to ensure that we transform this town of Roxborough into a beautiful, green, scenic town that you, the people of Tobago East, and you, the people of Roxborough, can be proud of. In addition to that, I want to talk to the fishermen, because of course we will ensure that within our first term we bring significant transformation to the fishing sector. Because I want to say to the people of Tobago that it is extremely important that we get to the point of being able to feed ourselves here in Tobago. Because a people that cannot feed themselves, without the boat coming from Trinidad with bread and crops and all kinds of goodies for us to eat, we are doomed in the event of any natural disaster or any kind of instability in the region, which we already have currently. And therefore it is our mission as the next PNM administration to ensure that Tobago gets to the point within 4 years that we are able to produce enough food to feed ourselves in Tobago, and of course to export some to Trinidad. And therefore, how are we going to do that in the fishing sector? It is our intention to establish 3 fishing ports, and the first 3 will be in Scarborough, Palatovere, and Plymouth. And we will also look at the possibility of establishing another one right there in Roxborough. And the fishing port is not your typical fishing facility. Because under the PNM, we built several fishing facilities across Tobago. And those were designed to service the fishermen who engage or ply their trade with pirogues. But if we are serious about producing food and producing fish for the purpose of consuming it freshly or for the purposes of agro-processing, then we have to get to the point of commercializing our fishing industry on the island. And therefore, we will do two things. Number one, we will partner with every single fisherman in this island of Tobago who wishes to move up from pirogue fishing to larger vessels to be able to catch more fish and make more money and produce more food for you, the people of Tobago. And in that partnership, we will make available to them lease to own arrangements through the 𝐓𝐇𝐄 company at very affordable prices. And therefore, I want to signal to the fishermen in the fishing community, it is time for you to take your fishing to the next level, and it is time for you to become millionaires from the fishing industry. In addition to that, that same 𝐓𝐇𝐄 company will be instructed by your next Chief Secretary when you elect us to office to go into the open market and procure 5 commercial fishing vessels. Then we will identify 5 fishing communities that are ready to partner with the THA and partner with 𝐓𝐇𝐄 so that they can have access to those vessels and operate, manage and own those vessels and fish those vessels and make money with the vessels, and they will pay back the Tobago House of Assembly over a period of time. And therefore, we are paying tremendous attention to the fishing community, because we have to ensure that the agro-processors on the island, those who smoke fish, those who salt the fish, those who do other things with the fish, we have to ensure that they are able to access quality fish from right here in Tobago. And of course, as part of our tourism thrust, we will ensure that we attract the kind of investment to bring new hotel investment to the island of Tobago. But when hotels come and when additional rooms come, it means that more people will come to the island. And when more people comes to the island, we have to ensure that our agriculture sector, our farmers and fishermen are able to produce sufficient food to feed those people. Because if we're talking about building an economy, and if we're talking about building a private sector, then it has to be that it must benefit you, the people of Tobago, first, and not UNC financiers and contractors from Trinidad.
You dig?
Because you see, over the last 4 years, you have lost much as a people. The cankerworm and the palmer worm has stolen much from you, the people of Tobago. Because whether it is the construction sector, several construction companies were closed down, were shut down, were blacklisted and sidelined. And that is why we have so many potholes across Tobago. Because the Tobago-born, Tobago-bred contractors developed under the PNM, all 4 of them were shut down under this Tobago People's Partnership as friends of the UNC. And of course, they went and they took a stucco company. And for those of you who know what stucco is, it has nothing to do with paving roads. So they brought up that company to Tobago, and that company is now the biggest road contractor on the island of Tobago, and they came from South Trinidad. And the most insulting thing is that they cannot even build roads. Go and look at that roundabout in Chauvin. no pedestrian crossing. The roundabout of Zucky. Go and look at the road, the new road that we paid over $100 million for. I hear Tobagonians calling it the Bocas because the paving is so uneven. I believe that the people of Tobago should demand back some of their money for that poor quality of work. Even your security companies, Dominion, MI4, Med4, Rapid Response, have suffered at the hands of the Lion King because contracts that they had to take care of Tobago facilities and to secure buildings belonging to the THA were taken away from them and handed to companies from Trinidad. And I want to tell you why they are doing that. Because it was the companies from Trinidad that financed their election campaign when they won the election in 2021. And therefore all of this is about payback and kickbacks and back. So they sidelined even the security companies. They sidelined all the contractors. They sidelined you, the people of Tobago, in favor of their UNC friends. And I want you to pay attention at the fact that this chief secretary can no longer speak on your behalf. Because when the boat left, and we had no idea whether one was coming by January the 12th election day, the chief secretary was silent. When it was radar, the same chief secretary that had all the mouth to talk about Dr. Rowley neighbor string and to tell Dr. Rowley mind the business and to tell Dr. Rowley stay out of the quarry, the same chief secretary suddenly got pip and radar planted on our island under our noses. Militarization of our island, and the chief secretary remained silent up to this day. And I'm saying to you, the people of Tobago, that silence is tantamount to betrayal, and therefore you must examine the horns on election day, because there are some amongst us that are not for us, and they must be sent packing, and they must be told to ride out. Ride out, So therefore, ladies and gentlemen, people of Tobago East, it is time for decent and good representation to return to this community. It is time for the fishermen and the farmers to have a chance at success, at real success. It is time for you to have better maintenance of your roads, better maintenance of your sporting facilities, better maintenance of your public facilities. It is time for you, the people of Tobago, to benefit from real jobs, real sustainable jobs, and not 10 on, 10 off political nonsense. And it is time for you, the people of Roxborough, to have a full service hospital as was intended by the People's National Movement. And today I saw a story, and I don't have the details, but I was made to understand that somebody from this community fell off a stretcher at the Roxborough Hospital. I was made to understand that previously before that, somebody was injured again, falling off a stretcher on one of the old, broken, rusty ambulances. And therefore I'm saying to you, the people of Tobago East, that you need a chief secretary from Buko to ensure that you get good representation returned to Tobago East. And therefore our campaign, our intention, our vision is about putting Tobago first again. Our intention is to dance a yard before you dance abroad. Our intention is to ensure that Tobago people mouth full and Tobago people belly full before anybody else from anywhere could eat. Our intention is to ensure that Tobago contractors are back to work, large contractors, medium-sized contractors, small contractors. Our intention is to ensure that Tobago development money go into their pockets and bank accounts as they serve you, the people of Tobago, and as they employ Tobago people rather than people from outside of Tobago. That is what this campaign is about. And therefore I'm saying to you, the people of Tobago, that in 4 days' time, we have an opportunity to rescue Tobago, to rescue Tobagonians, to rescue our young people, and to rescue our island from the hands of these bunch of sellout crooks that are currently occupying public office. And I'm saying you must accept that as your responsibility to yourself, to your children, to your grandchildren, and to the future generations of Tobagonians, to ensure that we save Tobago, to ensure that we return Tobago's resources to the hands of all 60,000 Tobagonians on this island. And when we do that, and when you elect Shanae John on January the 12th, and say goodbye and happy retirement to Watson Duke, and when you elect Maxlon Roberts up in Palatovale, Lansom Speyside, and say goodbye to the Lion King, Tell Lies No More, and when you elect the other 13 assemblymen across Tobago for the People's National Movement, only then can we say that we have saved Tobago, we have saved the people of Tobago. Great is our island, great is our 60,000 people, great is the PNM, and we shall prevail.
PNM. Dancing. Kwesi. Brothers. Well, it's election time. For march out. Roll out. Hey, what the people don't want to know? All the people. All the money. March out and send march out, you the people them want them not go take no talk when other party talk. Them song they start, when me say them song they start. So vote PNM today. Hansel not go play games no time. Him ready up enough fight, so YTP still a try fight. Hansel not inna the talk, him a fix every road fi walk. From Kodla Hall, right back to Mason Hall.
Roxborough, Argyle. I have 2 words to complete this evening. Thank you. Thank you for turning up. Thank you for coming out to support Shanae John. Thank you for coming out to support the People's National Movement. Tomorrow night, somebody say Boko. Somebody say Boko. We round off our rounds of meetings tomorrow night as the entire message of putting Tobago first culminates in the beautiful area of Boko. We begin our meeting at 7:30 right by the Broadwalk. And let me say this to you tonight. Do not miss it. Do not be late. We are going to show all of Tobago what it means to put Tobago first again. PNM. I want to say thank you for coming out this evening. Refreshments are being served at the candidate's office. You can make your way down to get some refreshments. Reach home safely and see you tomorrow night in Boko.
Tobago rising even more. We faced the storm, we took the test. Now we're coming back with our very best. We built the schools, the roads, A vibrant leader, bold and wise, with Ansel Dennis, watch us rise. A brand new team with heart and might to lead Tobago to the light. Stronger together, hand in hand, we're building on this sacred land. Put Tobago first again, let progress start again. From Roxborough to Scarborough, we're building back our tomorrow. From Belgarden to Wanaccord, hope restored in one accord. A new mandate, a stronger hand, putting Tobago first again. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Putting Tobago first again, putting Tobago first again. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, 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 oh. Put it your future, clean green plan, opportunities for every man. Investing in youth, in sporting dreams, we're powering up our island teams. Agriculture, trade and pride, with unity standing side by side. From coast to coast, let freedom ring. It's P&M that Tobago brings. We stand united, red and proud. P&M voices strong and loud. For every child, for every friend, this journey's just about to begin. So hand in hand across the plain, putting Tobago first.